Hello and welcome to this motion tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to be looking at how to use the image mask to animate a line of text disappearing from screen as an object and a video passes in front of it. So I've just got a blank project here to kind of show you what I'm on about. I'm just going to drag in this video here that I've got. So we've got this video here and it's just a video of some shoes walking. It's some stock footage that I downloaded off the internet. And what's going to happen is we're going to start off the animation with a word on screen, and it's going to say compositing this word just on screen. And then this white pair of trainers here, as it plays, the second trainer comes in, and as that second trainer walks in front of the screen there, it's going to wipe the word away and it's going to be left with nothing in the background, almost as if it's passing in front of it. Okay, so to show you what I mean, I'm going to make a text layer by clicking the little T above the timeline slider, dragging out a text box, and I'm just going to write a word here. I'm going to write the word Adidas. Why not? Or in fact, we'll write Nike because I can see there's a Nike in the background. And I'm going to scale that up. In fact, we'll make it a longer word. I'll write the word compositing. I'm going to scale that up there. And I'm going to make it a bit more of a chunky text than it is right now. I'm going to scale that up so it's big. And we'll just set any old colour for it for now, because I want something that's going to pop against the background. So we've got our word. Doesn't really matter what the word is. I've arranged it in the centre of the screen because if we watch the video, that white trainer that's coming in the foreground, we want it to pass directly over the word, so it's kind of in line with where the trainer goes there. Perfect. Okay, let's get to the interesting part. This is where we're going to add the mask on, and the mask itself is a tool that we can use to make elements within our project, so certain parts of certain layers invisible, and we can animate that mask, so that mask can change its shape over time, which is very useful for us. So I'll show you what I mean. To add the mask, we're going to use the Bezier tool down here. So I'm going to click on that. It's the little pen tool above the timeline. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover my mouse over the screen. And I'm going to start clicking, left clicking, and it adds in these red points on screen. I'm going to make several red points around the end of the word and less around there. And I'm going to click the first point to join that back up at the end. So I'll click the first point, the first one I added again, and once we do, it creates a solid green kind of primitive shape on the screen. Don't worry about that, we're not going to see that solid green shape. I'm going to use my HUD over here and drag the opacity slider down so I can see the word compositing beneath it. What we're going to do now is, with the Bezier clicked on the timeline, go to the inspector, go to the geometry option under shape, and under control points, click the little drop down arrow and click add keyframe. Make sure your timeline slider is at the first frame. Click add keyframe. Then drag your timeline slider along till just when the second white trainer appears on screen, which is there, and add a second keyframe. So add keyframe again. And that's the last time we need to do that. Drag your time slider along one more frame, and what we're going to do now, the trainer's started to go over the word. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag out the red control points we've added to kind of mirror the shape of the trainer. So you see how the trainer's coming in here, and I've reshaped the red control points so that they match the curve of the trainer. And we're going to drag the slider along again, and we're going to do exactly the same. So we're just moving it forward in time on the timeline, and then we're dragging out these red control points so that they're roughly in the shape of the trainer. I'm going to repeat this process, so I'm just going to keep on going, and every time we want the red control points to just match the curve of the trainer as it walks in front of the object. And there is a fair amount of repetition in this process. And we can see the curve of the trainer once again, and we're mirroring it with those red points. There we go. And if we had more time, I would fine tune exactly how this was, but it doesn't matter for the sake of this tutorial. And there we go, that's the last one. So for this last one, I'm just going to drag this out, and I'm just going to make sure that on the last one, all of those red points there have come off the word compositing, and we can now see the word compositing nice and clear. So at the moment, if we take our timeline slider back and click play, we'll see that the Bezier, this green object that we've got, as the trainer comes in, it kind of wipes away the green Bezier, but it doesn't do anything with the word. That's because what we need to do now is we need to say that this green Bezier shape is the shape of the animation for the text. So click your text layer on the layers menu, right click it, and go add image mask. When it comes up image mask, we now need to say what the mask is. It says mask source and it says none there, and then what we need to do is drag the Bezier onto the mask source, and if we then play, we can see the word compositing disappears as the text goes in front of the screen. And there we go. So that's how we can use a simple mask layer, image mask, to animate text disappearing. What I want you guys to do in today's lesson is to use one of the other videos that we've got for you, so for example the subway, or even the shoes, or the sky, to animate text disappearing naturally within the video, as if part of the video has wiped in front of it an element within the video. So good luck, and I look forward to seeing you work.